I raised another woman's children. I paid the bills. I built a man when he had nothing. And when money finally came, everything in my life collapsed. One child lost her mind, and later became a call girl. The man disappeared, and somehow I survived. I was once married to a man who had been married before. His first wife was from his tribe. They had 2 children together, a boy and a girl. Back then, my husband was poor. He was trying to build his own IT company. Money was tight. The future was uncertain. His wife couldn't wait. She left him for a wealthy man. Not long after, I met him. He was broken, struggling, trying to hold on to a dream that seemed impossible. But I saw something in him, potential, a future we could build together. I married him knowing he already had children. I took them in as my own. I paid school fees, bought clothes, took care of the house. Even the food on his table and the clothes on his back came from me. I was working. I was known in my field. I was a video director, an executive producer. I owned video production equipment worth millions of dollars. I was the one keeping everything afloat. His children called me Mom. I helped with homework, attended parent-teacher meetings. I didn't see them as stepchildren. I saw them as mine. Then I got pregnant. The day after I gave birth to my son, life changed overnight. My husband's IT firm was awarded a huge contract, a very big one. Suddenly, money was no longer a problem. Cars changed, friends changed, trips increased, and my husband changed too. He started womanizing badly. At first, I didn't fight it. I had just given birth. I was exhausted. For once, I wasn't worrying about bills. I thought it was just a phase. I was wrong. One day, after he returned from a business trip, I found out the truth. He wasn't just cheating. He had built a full business for a young woman, furnished it, stocked it, and he had gotten her pregnant. But it didn't stop there. On top of everything, he sponsored her wedding. Yes, her wedding. To another man. He paid for her wedding gown, the reception, the decorations, everything. He funded her marriage to someone else while still sleeping with her. After that, she started calling my husband constantly, morning, afternoon, late at night. When I confronted her and asked if she knew she was calling a married man, she said yes. She said she didn't care. That was when something inside me broke. I hired private investigators. I needed facts. They traced phone calls and movements. Eventually, they got me the number of her legal husband. I called him myself. I asked him if he knew that his second child was not his, that the child belonged to my husband. He paused for a long time. Then he said he was legally married to her, that any child she gave birth to was his by law, that it was none of his concern. That was the moment I realized I was truly alone. My husband stopped coming home. Days passed, then weeks. I barely saw him. I didn't know where he slept or what he was involved in. Then my home started to fall apart in other ways. My stepdaughter changed. She became hostile, rude, angry all the time. She insulted me constantly. One day during an argument, she assaulted me physically, then ran out of the house. Later that same day, she returned, packed her things quietly, and left to stay with her biological mother. Months passed, then the call came. She had been taken to a rehabilitation facility. Her behavior had become unstable, talking to herself, crying uncontrollably. She was only 17 years old. After intense questioning, the truth came out. Her mother's boyfriend and his 2 sons had been abusing her, repeatedly, for months. When her biological mother was confronted, she denied everything. She said her daughter was lying. She said the girl wanted to destroy her relationship. She chose her boyfriend over her own child. That child never recovered. Today, my ex-husband is only God knows where. My stepdaughter, the same girl who once lost her mind, is now an official call girl. I sent my stepson out of the country to study. I wanted to save at least one life. But his mother still calls him, still manipulates him, still tries to make him hate me. And me? I focused on my son. My only biological son is doing amazingly well. And I am doing great too. My business is thriving. I'm respected in my field. But sometimes, late at night, I sit quietly and think about how fast life can change, how love can turn into survival, how doing your best doesn't always protect you from pain. Still, I survived. And for me, that is enough.